Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Oh, they'll try a reverse here to start out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Now 2nd and 9. Here's Hall again. He stiff-arms him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Shrugs him off. A solid stiff arm. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Chicago! Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. So that CD, that was impressive. He got out of 3, maybe 4 tackles there on his way to the end zone.
And a lot of times when you break a tackle or slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. If you don't make the play, make him stop his feet so someone else can get there and tackle him. But not here. He just kept right on going.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interception.
And right away he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4. Here's Richardson to throw. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Hall again. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A give running right is Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line. Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll pick up about 3 there up to the 43. You talk about this Rams defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Give to Hall running right. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Running left, it's Hall.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Dancing to his left. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Got a man, that's Richie James. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Singletary again. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Play action. Now Richardson.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's the 30.
Previous play is
Plenty
under
of
review.
shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. Fights loose. This time a spin. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bears take over.
Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 4. A handoff for Hall.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. And McLaurin, the motion man right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's a give to Hall.
Muscles him off. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Fighting his way through contact.
Oh, he doesn't quite make it down at the 1-yard line. As close as he could possibly get, but still, what a return.
Here we go.
Singletary will score. Touchdown, L.A.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Now he'll give it up on the reverse. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They'll go again with Hall. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Now Hall.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
3rd and 12. This is Hall. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Richardson to throw off play action. Open man downfield is Woods. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Hall again. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, here's Hall. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Rodgers now to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score. And he will fight his way in, not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Richardson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Paul again.
Shedding through the defense. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back.
A big play here, 3rd and 2. A give running right is Hall.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Hall on to give up the middle. Fighting through. There he goes again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Breece Hall
with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Bears have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and it's got him in the lead.
And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down 21-14. Exactly 1 minute remaining. They've got it, and he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. Hall has it knocked loose.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Escapes the defender. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Running left, it's Hall.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee.
What a change in this ball game in the 4th quarter, Charles. They just